Good evening. The frontline Indian stock indices pared their losses to close near the day's peak as investors weighed reports about further delay in bailing out Greece and tension between Iran and Western powers escalated. The late recovery enabled the BSE Sensex and the NSE Nifty to close above their key levels of 18,000 and 5,000 respectively. The Sensex was down by 48 points to close at 18,153 and the NSE Nifty was down by 10 points to close at 5,521. Reliance Industries was the biggest laggard today due to concerns about the dwindling natural gas output from prolific KG basin. Metal heavyweights in the main indices were also down sharply, with Coal India pacing the fall. Tata Motors, M&M, HUL, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Sun Pharma, GAIL, TCS and RCOM were among the top losers in the two main indices. On the other hand, Hero MotoCorp, Jindal Steel, SBI, Maruti, Kain India, Bajaj Auto, BPCL, Tata Power, IDFC, BAIL and Cipla were among the notable winners today. Market breadth was positive as the broader indices yet again managed to outperform their large cap peers. The BSE Small Cap Index and the BSE Mid Cap Index rose by approximately 1% each. Metals and oil and gas indices were the top laggards in the terms of sectoral indices, followed by consumer durables. Realty and power indices were the top leaders. Capital goods, IT, auto and tech indices also closed slightly higher. The India VIX on the NSE rose by approximately 5.5% to close at 23.33. Asian markets closed mostly lower today while the US indices finished in the red. As far as India is concerned, the overall undercurrent is cautiously optimistic as government appears to be taking steps to give a fillip to the economy. Expectations are also mounting on rate cuts by the RBI in the short-term period as inflation has softened from the last year's peak levels. However, concerns persist over high crude oil prices and government spiraling fiscal deficit. Earnings have not been great and quite a few critical sectors are facing headwinds. A big positive is the relentless inflow of the overseas capital money into Indian assets, but even that can be partly attributed to the liquidity boosting initiatives of the ECB and other central banks. Thank you. Wish you have a great evening ahead.